What are the biggest mistakes when communicating with seniors? In today's video, I will answer this question. I'm making today's video because I have personally experienced great frustration watching people making many mistakes and totally disrespecting senior citizens when trying to communicate with them. And I want to personally share my biggest issues and my pet peeves. And the number one biggest mistake in communicating with seniors is ignoring them, being dismissive and demeaning. In my context, we often call the senior the client or the patient. And oftentimes we're supposed to be talking to the client, but as soon as the client's adult child enters the room or the conversation, many people speak 100% to the child without even looking at the client, talking about the client as if they couldn't even hear or see what's going on, treating them like they're invisible. And I often find myself in the background pointing to the client, motioning, let's address the client. My number two biggest issue is a term called elder speak. Elder speak is infantilizing communication characterized by simplistic vocabulary, grammar, shortened sentences, slow speech, elevated pitch and volume, and inappropriate terms of endearment. In other words, it's baby talk used on seniors. Here is a quiz. Is it okay to call the senior honey, darling, and other terms of endearment? The most common ones being, oh, he's so cute. Oh, you're so adorable. Is that okay? Though some seniors may like it, experts agree that there are better ways of expressing affection and caring while not infantilizing and demeaning the recipient. Now that I got my issues off my chest, I want to speak more objectively and generally on this subject. Among people between 65 and 75, 30 to 35% of them have significant hearing impairment. Among people 75 and older, 40 to 50% of them have significant hearing impairment. Men are more likely than women to have hearing impairments. 3 out of 10 adults who are 70 and over and who have hearing loss have never used a hearing aid. People with hearing impairments have a hard time distinguishing between S and TH, S and the. High-pitched sounds are very difficult for them to hear, like a cell phone, a microwave beep, and other electronics. Conversation in noisy places is very difficult. Hearing problems prevent people from hearing their own voice and themselves speaking, so their speech becomes mumbled and unclear. Here is some general advice to speaking to senior citizens. Don't speak in a high-pitched voice. Be aware if they have a good ear. Pay attention if their answers do not match your questions, if they simply nod and say yes to anything and everything you say. 17% of adults over 70 have reduced ability to see at a distance, and only 15 to 20% excuse me, have visual deficits so severe that it affects their driving, and only 5% so severe that they are unable to read. So in other words, hearing impairments are much more common than visual problems. But other visual problems are reduction in peripheral vision. So this prevents them from interacting with people beside them, and difficulties with glare, brightness, and seeing in the dark, which makes driving at night very dangerous. I want to share some more general tips and strategies when communicating with seniors. Control your nonverbal behavior. Reduce visual distractions and background noise. Face the person on their level, and do not cover your lips when you're communicating, but allow them to read your lips easily and clearly. Use visual aids, pictures, diagrams, combine verbal and nonverbal means of communication. Write things out. Encourage the use of hearing aids and glasses. Approach the person from the front and speak to the good ear. Allow plenty of time for them to respond. Summarize the most important points. Schedule important conversations earlier in the day, and be aware of their unique personality and cultural background. I hope this video was useful. If it was, please subscribe. You are also welcome to like the video, share it, leave comments. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you next time.